name is VoiceTV.com, the home for intelligent Black people. And I wanted to come in today to, first of all, say hi to everybody. Me and my wife just got back from our 1 year anniversary. We took a cruise and went to the Bahamas and some other places and had a really good time. And we were tuning in a little bit while we were there. Now that I got a little bit more Wi-Fi, I wanted to come back and address a topic that my wife and I talked about yesterday. If you want to hear kind of the husband-wife perspective on this topic, you can actually go to BoyceAndAliciaTV.com. That's where my wife and I talked about it. You know, she has a valid and important perspective as a therapist, as a woman, and things like that. And I wanted to sort of come back and address this issue again, though. This has to do with a brother. His name is Demond, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not here to embarrass him or talk bad about the guy or anything like that. But he got a lot of attention because he has 33 kids, and there was a big conversation. I don't know if y'all saw it. El Hodge, what's going on? I see you in there. Let me know if you guys saw it. Give me a yes in the chat if you saw this story or saw the conversation. He did a really passionate video. Let me know if you saw it, because I'd be curious to know how many of you were sort of following this. And I put the video up on my Instagram. My Instagram is the real Boyce Watkins. And basically, in this video, he was really going hard. So Eugene and Amanda and Sherwin. So he was really going hard, and he was basically justifying his position. He was really under a lot of criticism. A lot of people were kind of clowning him for having so many kids. He put up a post with a picture of about 24 kids, and he said 24 kids, and there's 9 of them that are missing. There's 9 kids that were missing, and so he got a lot of attention on the internet. So he responded by basically really throwing money. He was throwing money in the air, saying I'm still that that negative blah blah blah. I'm like the N word. He was using the N word a lot, and basically saying, I'm the man. I take care of these kids. You can't take care of your kids. You ain't gonna never be me, et cetera. Right. So it looks like a lot of y'all saw the video. If you haven't seen it, you can actually go to my Instagram. My Instagram is the real Boyce Watkins, where we have a lot of good conversations, and you can kind of be challenged. You're gonna be challenging your thinking. I believe in being intelligent. Now I'm gonna do something real quick. I'm gonna do an experiment. Y'all ready? Y'all listen. Let me know if you can hear me okay. Give me a yes in the chat if you can hear me okay. What's up, Sunshine and Sheila Jackson and Jasmine? Shout out the city you're from also. So here's what I'm gonna do. Look, I'm gonna show y'all that I'm paid and that I can take care of my kids. So I'm throwing up money in the air. This is $100 bill. So I got 100 and I got a 5 and I got a 1 and I got a 10 and I got another 1 and I got more where that came from. I got more cash where that came from. And so let me ask y'all this. Now that I've shown you all this cash, does that mean that I can take care of my kids? Like, seriously, obviously I'm doing the jobs because I'm throwing it up, right? I'm throwing it up like I'm at the club. So tell me, does that, and again, I'm not clowning the brother at all. I'm not making fun of him at all, but I want to ask you, if I had 33 kids and I started flashing, money like this, and he had 20s, I had one of these is a $100 bill. Does that mean that I am doing my job as a father? Does that mean that I've completely fulfilled all my responsibilities as a dad? Does that mean that I am Father of the Year because I threw up, some dollars on the internet? Give me a yes or no. What do y'all think? Do you think that qualifies me to be like the best father ever, or do you think that there's more to it? Give me a yes or no. Let me know what y'all think. And the reason I bring that up is because one of the first things that Demond brought up, and I want to have this conversation man to man, because I feel like a lot of young brothers, maybe if they didn't have the father to kind of guide them on certain things, maybe they can use some of this information. But the first thing I would say to him is, first of all, throwing up a bunch of 20s doesn't mean anything. Anybody can do that. You can get on your credit card and get a cash advance and have a bunch of 20s or a bunch of 1s and throw them up. You can get some prop money and throw it up. Tekashi 6ix9ine, the rapper, went into court and actually said that that's what he does on the internet because people are so gullible. He said, I just get prop money and I throw up prop money, right? Fake money. Prop money is fake money. So throwing up 20s does not show that you're an adequate father. In fact, if he had, a bunch of 20s in his hand, he could maybe buy lunch for his kids for one day. So that doesn't really prove that that you have the hundreds of thousands of dollars that it takes in order to raise a child. Let me just kind of give y'all a little bit of information here. Some of y'all may not know this, but did y'all know that it costs about $300,000? It used to be $250,000 to raise one child. Did y'all know that? How many of y'all knew that? According to studies, it's $250,000 per child to raise a child. Now, y'all know that we have historic inflation right now. Y'all know inflation is higher than it's ever been. finance and money, that's my thing. So with inflation, that number, we could probably round that up from 250 to 300K. 300K. So I want y'all to do some quick math. Let's just do a quick 300 times 30. Let's assume he has 30 kids and not 33. Well, 300, and I'm gonna take off the 1,000. That's 9,000. So it costs $9 million, actually almost $10 million to raise all them kids. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? Give me a yes if you get what I'm saying. Those kids don't cost. You can't take care of $10 million worth of expenses with like this. This is what they call nigga money. This is little, this is not real wealth. It takes $10 million to raise 33 kids. Now, here's the deal. If you don't provide that money, then somebody else does. The rest of other people have to take up the slack for what you can't provide. Now, I'm not saying he's not providing. I'm not saying that at all. But what I'm saying is, if you don't provide the 10 million, somebody else has to provide that money. It starts with the mothers. So that's why Black women, think carefully about who you lay down with, because you might be doing a 2-person job all by yourself. It goes to maybe some of the kids will be lucky enough to get a bonus father that'll step in. Now you got kind of an anti-single mother movement going on, where a lot of men say you should never date with a single mother, never marry a single mother. Well, obviously I'm not with that movement, because when I married my wife, she already had children, and I'm very happy. I love those kids. I love being a bonus dad. I love being a dad. But I also had enough wealth to take care of children, so it didn't intimidate me. It did not bother me. I see raising Black children as a wonderful and extraordinary God-given opportunity for me to help impact the world. So I love the hell out of my kids, even the ones that ain't biologically related to me. So maybe that makes me a simp. Maybe that makes me a weirdo. I don't care what it makes me, but I know I love it. I love Black children. I love supporting them and seeing them succeed. I don't leave a kid in the street just because your daddy decided to leave you in the street first. I'm not going to leave you in the street just because your daddy left you in the street. I'm going to pick you up out of the street and give you some support so that you can become a productive and active member of the Black community. Let's just be clear about that. Let's keep that 100. Third entity that'll take over is the government. Joe Biden shows up with a welfare check. So you got 3 entities doing your damn job, The woman is carrying the extra load. The poorest group of people in America, did y'all know this? The lowest median net worth in America is the single Black mother. How many of y'all knew that? The single Black mother has the lowest median net worth in America, because they carry the load for dudes that want to get in and do all of this, but don't want to do no raising babies. They want to make the babies, but don't want to raise the babies. That's a psychological immaturity. You have not completed the thought process. See, it takes approximately, there's 8,760 hours in a year. So it takes approximately about, I'm going to guess, about 130,000 hours of continuous effort just to raise one child. We're not even talking about 5, 10, 20, and 33, right? So the mothers are taking up the load. The strong Black men in the community are taking up the load. My bonus father raised me because my biological father was off getting high. He was off getting locked up. He was off getting into situations. He wasn't in a position to raise me. So my bonus father stepped in and did his job. Third, the government might step in and do the job with a welfare check, where they tell the woman, if you want the money, you better not have a man in the house. So Joe Biden is the one who actually is running your damn household. So you got kids in the house. Well, Joe Biden is the man of the house. You ain't the man of the house. Joe Biden is the man of the house. Joe Biden will never be the man of my house. That's not if I have anything to say about that. So my point is to say, at the end of the day, you got to think carefully about what it takes to really raise a child. That's my point. If you just talk strictly, just talk about the financial side. I'm not even talking about all the other elements that come with being a father. Again, this is the only requirement to be really a baby daddy. There's a difference between being a baby daddy and being a father. Give me a yes in the chat if you understand what I'm saying. A baby daddy is not a father. A baby daddy is not a father. A baby daddy is a sperm donor. A baby daddy is a breeder. Right? A baby daddy is not a father. A baby daddy makes the baby. He's the one that has the penis and gets the orgasms. The father is the one who takes that little seed and teaches that child and does a man's job, which is to nurture that child and spend thousands and thousands and thousands of hours next to that child, advising that child, teaching that child. And this is where legacy comes into play. In this video, the brother talked about legacy. What is legacy? Does legacy just mean that I got 33 kids splattered out all across the United States that all said that I was the sperm donor? Is that a legacy? See, you got to understand, legacy, think about legacy like getting a car. If I told you I'm going to get you a car, would you be happy? Would you be happy if I said I was going to just if I'm going to give you a car, I'm going to take your car that you have and I'm going to just give you a car? How many of y'all be happy about that? Don't say yes. Don't say yes. If you're going to say yes, don't say yes. Because really what you should say is, well, what kind of car is it? Because if I'm about to give you a 1986 Chevy Caprice, or, or a 1978 Pinto, that ain't much of a car. Now, if I'm going to give you a 2022 Bentley, then that's a car right there. See, a legacy is a lot like a car. All legacies are not created equal. There's a difference between leaving a high quality legacy and a low quality legacy. There's a difference between leaving a legacy of success and prosperity because you spent the time to teach the children how to really carry the flag and succeed versus a legacy where you just splattered your semen all over the city and got babies just splattered out everywhere, half of them locked up in prison or dead. Like that's not the same. That's not, all legacies aren't created equal. A baby daddy is not a father. And I think men need to understand that. Maybe this is something, I don't know if I'm being overly preachy. I don't know if I'm preaching to the choir. I don't know if I am talking to myself, but I'm just here to be the one black man out here. I don't know if other black men are willing to say this or not, because I don't know. I don't hear it a whole lot on the internet, but men need to understand that a baby daddy is not a dad. There's a difference between being a baby daddy and being a father. There's a difference between a low quality legacy and a high quality legacy. Do me a favor, guys. Please hit the thumbs up button. Thumbs up, share, subscribe if you have not done it yet. I want to remind you all, speaking of legacy, we are doing a Black Wealth Summit at the same time as the Essence Music Fest in New Orleans, July 1st through July 3rd. Julian Gordon's going to join me. Lene Javette's going to join me to do entrepreneurship. Julian does real estate. My wife is going to be there. My brother Lawrence will be there to do generational wealth. He's now in the private equity business, which can talk about raising money, things like that. And I'm going to do what I do with stocks. So if you'd like to join us during the Essence Music Fest, we will be in the Westin Hotel right next to the Essence. So we're going to be there for 3 days. So just go to boycewatkins.com and you can join us at the Black Wealth Summit. So feel free to do that. Hit the thumbs up button. Thumbs up. Please subscribe. If you haven't done that, please subscribe to the channel. The last piece I would probably throw in there, again, I say this with all complete respect, is you got to talk about things like STDs. I have to do this in my Uncle Boyce OG status because media will have you thinking STDs ain't real. Media will have you thinking that everybody can just dip their penis in any toxic waste dump within a 100-mile radius and it's okay. Media will have you thinking that if she looked good, you need to go get it in. If he got swag, you need to go let him in. And I just want to be the one guy, the one asshole in the room to just basically step up and say, life don't work that way. You got fucking monkeypox being passed around right now. Like this is how crazy it's gotten. Now, did anybody see that? Now monkeypox is being spread through sexuality, right? So you got a lot of super spreader events out here that are happening every single day. Monkeypox. Yeah, that's real. That's really happening. It's probably in Atlanta if you live in it, just, So this idea of just, I don't pull out, I don't protect myself, and the people that are complicit with all of this should be something that at least makes you stop and think a little bit. I encourage you just to think about it. And I'm gonna leave on this point. My wife is waiting for me, so I got to get this done. The biggest, most important investment you will ever make in your life is not a stock. The biggest, most important investment you ever make in your life is not real estate. The biggest investment you make is not going to be your small business. The biggest investment you ever make is going to be your life, the choices you make with your life. It's also going to be your family. how you plan your family. If you are ever a black man and you really want to go broke, like if your goal is to go be as broke as possible, then here's what I want you to do. If your goal is to be broke, if you want to be a sniveling, weak little Negro, broke as hell, without a nickel in your bank account, here's what you do. Go out and find as many beautiful, big booty women as you can find, have sex with all of them, and never wear a condom, and get all of them pregnant, and then go and throw money in the air on Instagram and show how good you're doing, so you can get more women and keep on having sex with all of them, keep getting them all pregnant, and then over time, when you start getting about maybe 30, 35, and the chickens come home to roost, I want to see how you're feeling financially at that point. I want to see where your economics is looking like at that point. I want to see how you feel when the court is going into your check and taking 40% of your check every time you get paid. I want to see how you're feeling emotionally when your children hit about the age of 12. And despite the fact that you have done everything in your power to pay every nickel you can get your hands on to pay child support, you still got kids looking at you. Your own children, your own flesh and blood is looking at you and saying, my daddy ain't shit. My daddy ain't shit. Because I don't see the Negro except on Christmas and birthdays. My daddy ain't. That's a terrible feeling, man. That's a terrible feeling. So if you are truly a king, if you're truly a black man that wants to win, if you're truly a man that wants to be at the top of this world, the number one thing you must do is protect the seed of the king. The seed of the king should not be planted in any toxic waste dump within a 100-mile radius. The seed of the king should never get anywhere near the womb of a stripper or a hooker or some woman that is low quality. The seed of the king should never get near a woman who is not going to be the optimal mother for your children. The seed of the king should never go near anybody that is not qualified to raise your seed. That's how you prepare, and that's how you build a legacy. If you want to know how I picked my wife, if you want to know, think about it. I was single for a long time. I was single till I was 45 years old. If you want to know one of the key criteria I used to decide if I wanted to be married to the woman I'm married to, is I observed what kind of mother she is, and does she have sense in her head? Is she a decent person that is going to raise children in the right way? And the reality at the end of the day is that when I saw how well she raises her children, how she teaches our girls so well, and how she leads the household in a matriarchal sort of way, with me coming in as the patriarch, that allowed me to say, okay, that's going to be the queen right there. So pick a queen, man. You know, every woman, like they always, we preach to women about saving yourself and all that. Well, men need to understand that too. Just because it's available don't mean you need to go do it. So many men, one of the leading things that takes men down is sex. Literally, when you have a man who's doing well and he's on top of the world and making money and kicking ass, he gets a hold of one bad woman, one scornful woman, one bad situation, one false accusation, he's done. Absolutely done. And this is triply true if you're a black man. So I got to go, guys. It's time for us to roll on out of here. I just wanted to take a second to share my thoughts on this issue. I want to reiterate, I'm not at all dissing the brother with the 33 kids. I found what he was saying very intriguing, and I don't doubt for any second that he's not doing the things he needs to do as a father. Maybe he is. I have no idea, and that's not the point. The point is to say, let's talk about kids. Let's talk about what it means to be a father. And let's talk about what it means for black men to once again take our place on the throne as leaders of the black community. Dwayne Wade said the other day something about he doesn't lead his household, this, that, and the other. And I don't believe that. I believe that as a man, you are supposed to lead. I believe that as a man, women look to you to lead. I believe that as a man, your children look to you to lead. So you better, if you don't know how to lead, go learn. Go take a leadership class. Go watch videos on leadership. Go read a book on leadership. Go watch they got 30-second YouTube videos, TED Talks on how to be a good leader. Learn how to lead. If you never were taught that, that's okay. Go learn it, and don't go learn it from these dumbass rappers, because all they know how to do is lead you into the depths of hell. All they know how to do is lead you into being broke, and all they do is know how to lead you into the dope house. All they know how to do, most of them, is lead you into nothing but more agony and despair and racial oppression. Learn leadership from black men that know how to lead. Start maybe with the Nation of Islam. Those are some brothers that know how to lead. Those are some brothers who know how to carry a community. I'll ride or die with the Nation of Islam any day of the week, because those are some solid black men. If every black man in the community was similar to the men of the Nation of Islam, our community would be completely undefeated. We'd have the greatest community on this planet. So shout out to the Nation of Islam and Farrakhan and everybody associated with that organization. I love them, and you'll never get me to say anything negative about them. All right, so I got to go, guys. Hit the thumbs up button. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, share, subscribe. Also, if you want to join us at the Black Wealth Summit, we're covering real estate. We're covering entrepreneurship. We're covering generational wealth. We're covering stock market investing. 3 straight days right during the Essence Fest in New Orleans. So you can go there and party and have fun. Join us. Just go to boycewatkins.com. You can get your passes there, and I'll see you guys there soon. So take care. Have a good day. I love you, and I'll talk to you later. Be good. Peace.